your neighbor.
You're listening to the #1 internet radio station
on the planet. WBND. WBND Radio.
Share the Brothers in Demand radio show.
Click on it so I too can share my video, because sharing is caring. Y'all share this video. What's going on? It's the Ty and Cody on Purpose show. I'm sorry, Lil James just popped up on my Lil James.
Ty and Cody show on WBND radio.
Share the video, y'all. Still looking for it.
We're doing marriage unfiltered. Ty and Cody show. WBNDradio.com. Catch us every Monday at 8:30 p.m.
8 p.m. Not 8:30, but 8 p.m.
Purposefully with Ty and Cody on Purpose.
Good evening, good afternoon, good night, and good morning. It is the Ty and Cody on Purpose show.
Yes, it
live
is.
in the studio. Yes, I said live in the studio. That means our phone lines are wide open. 803-692-6370. We are here on a lovely second day of July. Yes, I actually remember what day it is because the 4th is 2 days from now, and I'm loving it.
The only reason you remember is because this week is a short work week.
Yeah, but you know, that's a good and a bad thing for me now.
Why?
Because you know I got that new job and I'm a contractor, and if I don't work, I don't get paid.
Yeah, but we gonna make it do.
No, yeah, I ain't concerned. I ain't worried. I'm just saying, if I don't work, I don't get paid. So, you know, those type of things, you know, bother me just a smidge bit. What's going on, Rochelle? Thank you for joining in with us. For the Ty and Cody on Purpose show here on WBNDradio.com. Don't forget, you can share this video with your family, share this video with your friends. We got a great topic today because we are talking about the initiation process. I'm just going to leave it right there. It's called the initiation process. Last week I was able to let you all in some information that, you know, was just going on across my heart. And some things that I was dealing with personally in regards to raising children and all that other good stuff. And today I think I'm gonna let you all in again on some stuff that, you know, some things that Cody and I just talk about. And come to find out, it's not something that just we talk about, but a lot of people talk about it. Because as you know, for those who don't follow us out there in WBND Radio Land, our TuneIn family, go ahead and follow us on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook, and the LinkedIn, and all those places, the Ty and Cody on Purpose show. Because occasionally, and usually I do it around Sunday and Mondays, I post questions and I post things out there for people to, you know, just to poll and get your responses about what's going on in relationships and marriages, and get, you know, your thoughts and all the other good stuff. And I posted a question earlier today, I think it was, and got some good responses. So I'll actually ask again, and hopefully I get some responses from the people out there listening today. 803-692-6370. As usual, I got my beautiful blushing bride to my left in here, Miss Cody.
Babe, chocolate people don't blush, but okay.
Yeah, they do. Light skin.
I ain't light skin.
I'm just saying. So you saying cousin don't blush then? Because she as light as she gets.
Blush.
She ain't listening.
You know how you put a cherry on top of it? That's how we blush.
You know what? A cherry on top of it? Yeah, I'm not even going there with him today. But yes, it is that time of day. We have a show sponsor. It is TNC Travel. Yes, that stands for Ty and Cody Travel. We actually host our own traveling company, y'all. So if you are looking for some great travel, hit us up when you can at travel@tyrondior.com. That's travel@TYRENDIOR.com.
Y'all got a trip coming up pretty soon,
yes,
don't you?
we trip coming up. That is the benefits of being a travel agent.
3 days.
And we are, I'm about to say 3 days. Why you shorten the trip? But no, we leave it in 3 days. I was about to say, man, I was about to have my feelings hurt there for a second. Yes, we are out of here. We are heading to Mexico.
Come on,
Los
Mexico.
Cabos.
Yes, what she said.
Now, what about the Carnival Couples Valentine?
But that trip is coming up too. Matter of fact, I had someone actually
spilling all the beans.
Yeah, you just kind of just throwing it all out there. But yes, we do have a trip coming up. Cody and I are getting away on some couple time, and then Miss Entertainment just also mentioned the actual trip that we also have, the APLMC Valentine's Cruise for 2019. Yes, we are sailing out of Tampa, Florida, heading up Cozumel, Mexico, and Grand Cayman. Yes, I actually had somebody hit me up today because they wanted a balcony. They said that they wanted to do it special.
Nice.
So they want a balcony. So them and their husband can stand out on the balcony and enjoy
I ain't mad at them.
Now, do you have to have a passport to get on a boat?
No, you don't actually have to have a passport to get on a ship. A boat's a different thing. Boat's a little bit smaller than a ship. But you don't have to have a passport to get on a ship, but they recommend you do. It really honestly depends on where you're going, where your destination is. But because we're actually going to Mexico and Cozumel and Grand Turk, you do not actually have it. They recommend you have your recommend you have a passport, but if you have your birth certificate and a government issued ID, then you're all good to go.
Nice.
Yeah. So once you actually check in on the ship, then you don't need to present that documentation anymore, because they'll give you a card that says, "Hey, this person belongs on the ship," and we're going to do our best not to leave them. But yes, the couple's Valentine's getaway. I haven't mentioned that in quite some time. We're cruising on the Carnival Paradise, February 11th through the 15th of 2019. It is a 5-day cruise, y'all. There are more cabins to be sold. Yes, not that many, because that's why I haven't mentioned it in a while, because people have been sending in their money. I actually have a couple people who are almost paid off.
Listen,
almost paid off. Salute to you all. Yes, we are heading out in Tampa Bay and hitting Cozumel, Mexico, and Grand Cayman. We're doing
Tampa Bay.
Yeah, we're leaving out of Tampa Bay.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So if you want to sit around Tampa Bay and enjoy the festivities in Tampa, which I plan to do, we hitting up Tampa Bay too. We having a sail away party. We doing some seminars. We doing some games. We doing it big time with APLMC Valentine's Getaway Cruise, February 11th through the 16th. Hit us up. All you have to do is hit us up at coach@aplmcoaching.com for more information. I will send that information out to you, and or you can just give me a call at 888-466-6104, and I'll be more than happy to get you information that way as well. But yeah, don't forget, our show sponsors, TNC Travel, was more than happy to go ahead and book both of those trips for us, and we are looking forward to doing business with you all as well. Again, travel at TYRENDIOR.com. That's travel at tyrendior.com for TNC Travel to book your cruise and your family vacation. I'm looking forward to it. I actually just saw something that was actually extremely funny to me just a minute ago. Somebody actually posted, where is it? The cities with the least attractive people.
Oh man, that's messed up.
Yeah, that's but apparently it came out of a magazine or a newspaper article where it has the cities with the least ugly, or the ugliest people is actually what it says.
It should say the rudest people, because listen,
DC must have made it number 1.
No, DC did not actually make the list at all, and actually gives just the top 10, believe it or not.
I said DC because of Trump.
Oh, well, yeah, but no, he just gets his own separate category and his own separate thing, because, yeah, we just gonna leave that at that. But actually, it's pretty interesting. So, they got Baltimore's number 1. So, that's about 45 minutes from the DMV, so you're close enough. Sacramento is number 2. Spokane, Washington, number 3.
Never been.
Check this one out, babe.
What?
Charlotte is number 4.
Really?
And number 5 is Milwaukee.
Are you serious?
Charlotte made number 4.
Charlotte is number 4,
and I'm from Milwaukee.
And number 5 is Milwaukee. Well, I will say, babe, you are not ugly. So this list is some bullshickety. Yes, I don't agree with this list at all. Number 6 is Cleveland. Number 7 is Tampa. We just talked about Tampa. Number 8 is Atlanta. I beg to differ. There are some beautiful people in Atlanta. And number 9 is Memphis, Tennessee.
I wonder what were their, what were they critiquing on?
Right. Yeah. Like, what made you?
Yeah. Like, what's the criteria for physical appearance? You walk up in there and be like,
this is an ugly city or ugly town or ugly.
That is funny.
That is hilarious to me. Yeah, that's pretty funny to me. Yeah, I just can't. I can't with that. Moving on. I just had to show that one real quick. Hey, our marriage joke of the week. Yes, our marriage joke of the week is actually one that was submitted by a listener.
Really?
And I'm just going to leave it at that.
I'm curious to hear this one.
Yeah. Yeah, so this one was submitted by a listener. Again, I'm just going to leave it at that. Here we go. My wife was very upset and threatened to divorce me because she thought I was cheating on her. She came yelling, asking, "Why is Jamel sending you all these messages?" and jumped to your email. I said, "Babe, I don't know Jamel." She kept saying, "Yes, you do." I said, "Babe, I don't. Spell it for me." See, she said, Gmail. Jamel, don't play dumb. I laughed and said, "Babe, that's Gmail by Google." She said, "Oh, I knew that, and I was just checking to see if you was loyal. I heard these bros ain't loyal."
Hey.
Where is the dum? Yeah. Exactly. We need the snoring. Yeah.
Oh, Jamel, stop sending him all those messages.
Okay, can I admit where this joke came from? No. Once again, it didn't come from me. This came from, I'll just say, a listener that sits extremely close to the Ty and Cody on Purpose show. For those who are on Facebook, you may see.
I get that one.
You actually get that one.
She said these bros ain't loyal.
These bros ain't loyal.
That's too
How
funny.
you know it was a she? Oh, I guess in the joke it was a she. But yeah, these bros ain't loyal.
I thought that was classic. Yeah. Jamel instead of Gmail.
Gmail.
She's a little slow too. You know how that go.
Dum 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 dum. As I just said a minute ago. Yeah, where's that snoring sound effects again? Yeah, exactly. That was, and again, I challenge all of our listeners, all of our followers, everybody out there. If you have a marriage joke of the week that you actually think is funny, I will read it. I will actually read it online and on air and try to make it sound as funny as possible.
It sounded exactly how I said it.
He just
wait. Oh, that came from you?
Yes, that came from Mr. Entertainment. That came from Mr. Entertainment. I'm glad he snitched on himself. Rochelle even gave, you know what? Exactly. She gave the face palm.
But see, you can't find those kind of jokes on the internet. They are actual coming out of my head. I was at my dinner table and I was like, I got one for Ty. And I was like, Jamel. Yes.
And then he was like, did you get it? Did you get it? Was it funny? I was like, that's almost corny enough to actually be on the show. And he was like, well, I made it up. And I was like, oh.
Because I know if I got it, everyone would get it.
I was like, that explains a lot. Exactly. Yeah. So thank you. Rochelle gave the face palm. But yeah, we just gonna keep it moving.
I hope y'all got it because it was classic.
Today, y'all, we are talking about the initiation process. What the initiation process is, I'll let your minds wander, but I am going to tell you in just a few moments after I get through these hot topics, our national days. Yes, we got some good national days today. Let's start with this one. National Cell Phone Courteous Month.
What, they gonna lower your bill or something?
You know what?
I wish.
And I saw a post earlier that I wish I should have kept because somebody actually posted do's and don'ts of cell phone etiquette in a relationship. And it was sort of to the fact of, you know, don't spend more time on your phone than you spend with your spouse.
Okay.
Do send flirty texts and stuff like that to your spouse.
I like that.
It was some interesting things out there. I think we actually got a caller who hopefully got a marriage joke of the week that's better than what we just read. You know what?
Be nice.
Caller, thank you for calling the Ty and Cody on Purpose show. Caller, tell us your name and where you're calling from.
This is Lynette, and I'm calling for Charlotte.
Hello.
Mr. Entertainment, just say no. Hi, Cody. Mr. Entertainment, just say no.
What? That was a great joke.
No.
Oh.
Thank you, Lynette.
You look, hey y'all, you were the only one, and the rest of us was like, okay, come on. Okay, come on,
So you mean to tell me if Jamel was emailing your man, you wouldn't get an attitude? To my, why Jamel keep emailing you?
Would you eat?
Not if it's spelled Gmail. M-A-I-L Gmail.
She keeps sending you all these messages.
He was eating. And he was eating, so he must have been eating popcorn because it just popped out of nowhere. I'm just saying. That's just me. I'm just saying.
I don't know. Thank you, Lynette,
for
confirming.
All your support.
Love y'all.
We love you too. Thank you for your support, and thank you for confirming that joke was a dud. Yes.
Wow.
National Days. National Cell Phone Courtesy Month. It is also National Grilling Month. Ooh. Yes, it is National Grilling Month.
That should be like every month.
I'm sure you do think it should be every month. We actually grilled. We had a housewarming the other day, which I will talk about in just a few moments because I have an unfortunate announcement to make.
You
got some water over there. You might want to clear your throat.
Yes,
you got some water?
do.
Oh, you got something.
I thought she was choking. I was
right.
looking for the water bottle.
Yeah, National Grilling Month. I grilled something the other day. National Ice Cream Month. Here is one that I like. It is the first week in July, and it is National Nude Recreation Week. No?
And if everybody can see me roll my head and my eyes.
Now, what's wrong with National Nude Recreation Week?
At home.
Really,
right?
Mr. Entertainment?
Because I'm trying to figure it. Like, I've never been to a nude beach, and I don't think I could bear it.
Neither have I. I don't think I can either.
You can be recreational in your own household. And be nude. You ain't got to go to a nudist college. Y'all see y'all
it's
mind
not the
be
same.
going elsewhere. It is. You want to look at your spouse nude. You know, not everybody else.
Not necessarily.
I concur. I like that comment. Okay.
Okay. Well, then how about, and I'm going to skip to this one, the National Nude Day was on the 14th.
Was meaning
no, it is on the 14th.
Oh.
It is on the 14th, National Nude Day. So there's some nudity going on along with some grilling this month. So we're gonna be eating and nationally nude.
I guess because it's the hottest month of the year.
Yeah,
okay.
It has been hot as all get out up and down the East Coast.
Now some of these outfits y'all ladies be wearing, y'all might as well just don't wear nothing.
Hold up.
I'm offended.
What you mean, just ladies?
Now men, I mean,
some of these men is just as bad.
What they wearing?
What they be wearing, Cody?
Short shorts, booty shorts.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Like cheeks?
And yes.
No.
Well, we watched a show the other day, and it's based out of Cali, and the guy was walking around in a long sleeve shirt and his underwear.
Oh damn.
So rephrase your statement.
Right. And somebody said, "Is he wearing his underwear?" They said he sure is, but he making him look good.
Wow.
Interesting.
The mind is a terrible thing to waste.
National Bikini Day is on the 5th. Yes. So y'all getting where we getting with this. National Father-Daughter Take a Walk Day. I think is a pretty interesting one. I thought that was pretty National Father-Daughter Take a Walk Day. My daughter probably would not want to walk with me, but that's okay. I would ask her anyway. National Cheer Up the Lonely Day is on the 11th.
Oh, that should be every day.
Yeah, but you know, people may not feel lonely every day, but it's on the 11th. So if you feel lonely on the 11th, go, or you know somebody who feels lonely on the 11th,
I hope
or
they don't
know they're lonely, period, then just go cheer them up. Yeah, so I'm a pouting so I can feel lonely, so Cody can come cheer me up.
Yes.
There we go. National 7-Eleven Day is on the 11th of July, and that's usually the day you can get free Slurpees from 7-Eleven.
That sounded familiar. Like we said that last year. That's pretty cool.
Yep.
And I think one of you went to that, didn't you?
I do.
We used to
took my daughter
a lot.
Yeah.
I haven't been in a while, but I know they still do.
I don't know why I was thinking 7-Eleven. I have a Circle K.
Oh,
I don't know why I get Circle K mixed with 7-Eleven.
They just about
similar.
the same store.
Are they gonna give me the Slurpee?
Nope. Nope. You gotta go to 7-Eleven, dog.
Dang.
7-Eleven. Last but not least, National Give Something Away Day is on the 15th.
Call that Goodwill Day. Oh, give something away. What day is that on?
It is on the 15th. So notice I've actually gone a little bit further than I usually go a week, but I actually went out 2 weeks this time because again, Cody and I are going on vacation next week, and we are excited about it. Yes. Ooh, my chair just went back on me. So, yeah, National Give Something Away Day. I don't know what I'll give away on the 15th. I'll give away my love. How about that? To my wife.
Sunday.
Oh, I was going to say, you're a cheerful giver.
But I get that every day.
You know, but what you trying to say? I should give it away to somebody else?
No. No, I'm not implying that.
So
love your neighbor as yourself, Cody.
Exactly. She said she gets that every day as if that was a problem.
No, it's not a problem at all. I was just saying that that's something you do every day.
Let me make this announcement right quick.
Yes, make your announcement.
So, Mr. Entertainment, Saturday, we had, back in last year, August 25th of last year, we moved into our own house, right? Well, not we had our own house before, but we moved in, purchased the home, and we waited, and there was some convincing to Cody over here that we should actually have a housewarming. Okay, right? So we had a housewarming.
It took some convincing.
So we had a housewarming.
So y'all invited a bunch of people to your house.
We invited a bunch of people to our house. It was a lot of people RSVP. We had probably about 60, 70 people RSVP, but maybe about 30, 35 showed up.
It was a nice crew.
It was a nice.
No, you just threw yourself. Had you not said nothing, you would have been fine.
Exactly. So as y'all can see, Mr. Entertainment didn't show up.
Cause something always come up when I want to do stuff, man.
Yeah. So for those who actually follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and even follow the Ty and Cody on Purpose show, a couple months ago, we did APLMC game night. Couples game night, right?
I came to that.
So after most people left, we got a core group of people that we hang with, and we're couples and whatnot. We had the after party after the party, and our daughter was like, "I thought everybody was leaving at 8. Why did people still here at 2 o'clock in the morning?" But yeah, so I was like, "You don't pay no bills, so just enjoy the food and go to sleep." But so we had I threw on some games, right? So we played some games that were on the Fire Stick, and so I said we were debating on. Yeah, you can do. You don't know Jack.
Yeah,
that's my favorite game.
And
impersonate. Yeah. And so we was playing some games. We was having a good time. So I threw on impersonate, right? And so you have to do it in teams. And so it was like, how are we going to divide these teams up? I said, let's just do husbands against wives, because that's all that were there.
Don't tell me you had another husband and wife cheating again.
No. So we had, you know what?
I couldn't help it, because that was driving me crazy.
I'm moving. He said husbands and wives cheating again. Yes, people are some slicksters out there. So anyway, so we had a husband and a wife. They weren't together, but they were on separate teams. And these two was going at it because they were like, I'm going to win. No, we going to win. No, the wives are going to win. No, the husbands are going to win. Okay. Right? Some trash talking. Meanwhile, the rest of us are sitting back going, let's just play this daggone game. It was black, FYI, was the husband on our side. It was Miss Quita on the other side, who was the two trash talkers, right? So we getting in, we playing the game, and the husbands are up, and then all of a sudden the wives come back up, and they get 2-3 perfect rounds in a row, right? So the husband's down, right? So we gonna get this. We gonna get this. We gonna get this, right? So we go up again, and next thing you know, we get to the last round, and Cody comes up. And no offense, but Cody bombs.
I did. I bombed
out of like eight. What's the
topic
name?
Was hard for me.
What was the topic?
Superheroes. I'm not good at superheroes.
Cody, superheroes.
But these. So you mean to tell me you've heard of a superhero called Ghost Rider?
Yes, that's Nicolas Cage.
I ain't never heard of that.
So, needless to say, Black has put us in the hole to say, if we lose, the announcement will be made on Monday that the husband's lost. We lost, Mr. Entertainment.
And
are you serious?
We lost.
And who won?
We lost. The husband's lost.
And who won? The
husband's lost.
Was to give the announcement of the winner. That was Black's agreement.
I didn't make this agreement. Black made the agreement, and I just said, okay, what you said.
Right, what you said. And he said, give the announcement.
So are you saying that wives are smarter than the husband?
I did see
pretty much.
There you go, throwing your stuff on this question. Ain't nobody say wives were more. No.
He said it right.
No. Yes. I disagree.
So, the announcement, please.
Right, the husband's lost.
And who won?
Miss Quita, she won. Miss Hersey, Tasha, she won. Miss Dana, she won.
In other words, a group of ladies.
It was a group of ladies. And Cody, she won. It was the wives.
Thank you very much.
The wives won. Give me that bell. The wives won.
Thank you. That's what I needed.
Congratulations.
The wives won. So y'all happy now, yes, Tasha, Quita, Dana, and Cody? Y'all won.
We're very happy. Thank you.
Yeah, so we had a great time. Thank you for everybody who came out to our housewarming this past Saturday.
Awesome.
Cody was giving tours and all that other good stuff.
And I am just extremely honored that so many people did come out and share with us and celebrate with us. And those who could not make it sent, well wishes and all that good stuff. One of the things that really impressed me at the housewarming was, in addition to the people and the quality of the people, meaning just their hearts, is when we were giving tours of the home, the common question or thing that caught people's eye was our goal board in our bedroom. It stopped focus. It's a housewarming. People come celebrate you in your home.
You can't go in this door right here.
Every door but this door.
Every door but this door. What's behind that door?
You'll never know.
But go ahead. I'm sorry. I couldn't help.
But no, they were asking questions, you know, like, what's this and what is it for? And it gave us an opportunity to share. You know, every year we set goals at the beginning of the year.
I like that you put it in the bedroom, though.
Yeah, right at the door, so that as you enter or exit, you see it.
Nice.
And you can't make an excuse to say, oh, I forgot that was something we're supposed to reach this year.
That's
or good. You know, so yeah, good job, babe, because that was your idea and you put it there.
Yeah, so and it's like you said, it's so we can see it each and every day and we don't forget, and so we keep that there. But you know, and I'm glad that it was able to hopefully inspire those who came to the housewarming to view the house and upstairs and all this stuff as well. So yeah, you know, it was a great time. Great. I'm glad everybody came. I'm glad everybody enjoyed themselves. We really like hosting and we really like doing games and game nights and all that other stuff as well. So yeah, thank you everybody for coming. We will do it again. Won't be necessarily obviously a housewarming, but it will be, you know, we'll do game nights again. We like hanging with couples, and I think it's good to, you know, be around other couples and so forth. You know, it's just good to be around like-minded people, you know, who all have the same goal in mind. And no, I'm not a sore loser, Cody. I see you posting on Facebook. For those who are on Facebook, yes, you can share this video because we are live on Facebook Live, as well as live on the air in WBND Radio. 803-692-6370 is the number here in the studio. And today we are actually getting ready to get into our topic of the initiation process. Yeah. I actually had another question, but I'll save it for another time because I have read an article about on couples who fight more, and I thought that was pretty interesting.
That's a very good article.
Yeah, it's a very good article, and I'll just
it's not as bad as you think, huh?
No, it's very briefly, and it basically says couples who argue or fight more tend to love each other more.
You're right.
Love each other the most, and I can kind of see where that comes from.
I saw that because you have something to work on. You have something to work on,
but in my opinion, if you don't mean something to me and I don't love you, then I don't care enough to argue with you.
That's good.
So if you are some fly-by-night chick or some fly-by-night dude or whatever the case is, then it's like, what do I care? What your opinion doesn't mean jack to me. So, that's good. And what you do really doesn't mean jack to me because I don't live with you. And so if I love you and I care for you, and that's how you know somebody really has your heart or really has something, you know, because then you know, you sit there and you go, well, dag, you know, I really am giving this person a lot of my attention and a lot of my, you know, whatever it is that I'm giving them, you know, to actually argue in the first place or fight in the first place. I really don't like using the word fight because when you use the word fight, you're usually thinking about two people actually going physical blow to blow. So I like saying argue. I really don't even like saying that. I really say conflict or...
Yeah, I was going to say clarify. We don't mean argue meaning physical or yelling match.
Right.
But a healthy conversation of...
But some people do argue and yell and, you know, those type of things as well. And, and again, that just shows your, not necessarily your commitment, but your level of intensity shows how much you truly care. Because again, if you did not care, then you used to be like, kick rocks, person.
But when I used to argue with you, you used to say,
I'm not gonna used to? When did this come about? Did I miss something? Used to.
At least that shows she loves you.
Right. Because I get all of it. Exactly. That's how much she loves me.
Argue meaning raise my voice. I don't do that as much anymore.
You notice she said used to as much anymore. Which means she still does.
That's right. It's streamlined.
Yeah.
With love and caring.
What?
Yeah.
Man, I've made progress. That's all I'm gonna say.
She's made progress, and progress is what matters.
Not worse or more frequent.
Progress is what you are. You are right about that. Speaking of which, men, we got Man Cave on the 21st of this month. We need to be able to vent to one another about what's going on in our lives. So Man Cave on the 21st of this month.
Please come on out.
7716 Pence Road, Charlotte, North Carolina. We also have the Man Cave group on Facebook. APLMC Man Cave for the husbands out there. Join the group. But let's get into this initiation process, because husbands, we're going to be talking about this one too. So, Mr. Entertainment.
Yes, sir.
We're talking about initiation. So, again, last week I talked about some things that was going through my mind and going through my heart in regards to my children, right? You know, being a father who had, you know, a bonus dad, and how you deal with attitudes, and how we're dealing with, you know, sometimes I just don't feel like I'm an adequate father sometimes. Just to be completely honest with you. Well, so I'm going to let you in on some more, you know, the conversations that Cody and I sometimes have, right? And I'm pretty sure we're not the only ones that have this conversation. So, answer me this, Mr. Entertainment. The word initiate, what does that mean to you?
To start something.
To start something. Want to be starting something. It's got to be starting something.
On.
Anyway, so
Work.
yeah. So the phrase comes into play when we talk about intimacy, right? So I posed a question on social media. Whose job is it to initiate intimacy within the marriage?
The wife.
You say the wife.
Yes.
Why the wife?
Because she has the door knockers.
She got
You know
the
what?
door knockers.
Wait a minute. Let's back up. First of all, you have to define intimacy.
And that's where we were going to go. We were going to go there. We're going to go there next.
Definition is different for intimacy.
We're going to go there next.
So you have flirtation. You have,
right?
You know, the little tushy coming up, whatever. You see how I'm doing my little shoulder, y'all?
Okay.
All that fun stuff.
Throw that thing back.
You're
Throw that thing
watching
back.
too much TV.
But no, you're
That's
right.
a false reality?
No, because
Who does the shoulder?
I'm done. Don't do that.
intimacy, like Mr. Entertainment and Cody just said, can be physical, it can be mental, it can be emotional, and it can be spiritual. So it doesn't always have to necessarily be physical.
Exactly.
In most cases, for us men, Mr. Entertainment, we want it to be physical.
No, what I'm saying is I'm doing the opposite. You don't have to touch me. My eyeballs see everything you do, and every little twitch goes,
That's true.
Is that for me?
And as your wife, it should be for you. Right.
Yeah.
But but people have that, when it comes to intimacy, people think of as
Physical touch, yeah.
Especially if a husband says, if I say to Cody, babe, I want to be intimate, the first thing she goes is, you want some. Yeah,
because that's your definition.
No, because
Yes,
and I've
it
told
is.
her before, physical intimacy to me, it can mean cuddling. It can mean I love holding. You say no. I like. It can mean holding hands. I like holding my wife's hand. We're in the car,
But that
I
only
hold her hand.
satisfied
I
for so long, and you know it.
But I like physical touch. My love language
Right.
is physical touch.
Exactly.
So yes.
Okay, let's be honest though, because I hear where she's going with this.
Yes,
She's trying
I
to
do.
get you to say it.
I'm not.
So is it leading to something?
Sometimes yes.
90% of the time.
Almost all the time.
Sometimes get off me. Sometimes yes.
Because that's what I'm trying to show my wife. So I'm trying to help you, help me, help everybody else. It used to be that way for me. Now it's more like, you know what? I want that quality touch. I want that quality eye contact. Because did you know that when you're intimate, physically, non-physically, it does something to your hormones, it does something to your blood pressure. And I think I said this a few weeks back. If you don't use it, you're going to lose it.
Yeah, and I think, did you say somebody,
That is so
elderly lady told you that before? You
Yes,
told me, yeah. You said
she
an elderly
did.
lady told her that
And
before.
did you know
She did.
that flirtatious couples, blood pressure that goes up the most, they tend to lose weight better?
Really?
I didn't know that.
Interesting.
Because intimacy causes the heart rate to go up. And you begin to lose weight the more your heart rate goes up.
Okay, okay. Thank you for telling me that.
Yeah, thank you for telling her that. Thank you, Mr. Entertainment. Yes,
Her heart rate up.
Coughing. Never mind. I don't want to be that intimate with you right now.
This one, man. Jeez.
Yes, but yeah. So you can be intimate in many ways, and usually with the female, intimacy does not include the physical aspect of it. They want to be especially mentally stimulated, or they're emotional. They're emotional people, so
Don't let them get over that mental crap, dude.
I know, but
What?
don't get me. No. But
Because in
there
their
are
mind
women.
ain't nothing happening.
But there are women out there who are
In
who
whose
like to be
mind?
more physical than
the
even men
the
sometimes.
man's mind?
What does that look like in your mind then, Cody?
A heavily stimulating conversation. Oh my God, that works wonders. To be able to challenge my thinking, whether it's opposing, sides or a deep
That's the conversation.
No, that's not. That's
I can buy that.
That is
Okay.
different.
All right. I can talk philosophical.
But does it have to be philosophical? Can it just be something that she may not know and that may spark her interest?
Yeah.
Touch me
Definitely.
with thine eyes and I'll never ask for wine. Yes, that. See, that's Macbeth.
Okay. All right, Mr.
Macbeth and Shakespeare over here.
Exactly. But yeah, okay, so the actual definition is a close, familiar, or usually affectionate and loving personal relationship with the person or group.
Okay.
That's just one of the definitions of the actual word intimacy. Okay. So on Instagram and Facebook, I actually posed that question that I just mentioned. Whose job is it to initiate intimacy within a marriage? Because that becomes a problem with a lot of people. Who initiates the intimacy? Cody and I had this conversation just the other day.
Yeah.
So, reading out there are a lot of people who say the husband. There are a lot of people who say the wife. Patience_please says both the husband and the wife.
I agree.
Tamika McTeer, I think it is. McTeer says both parties. It's good for both the husband and wife. No need for the woman to play hard to get or only expect for intimacy to happen if her husband pursues her. The weight of intimacy taking place. The weight of intimacy taking place shouldn't always fall on the husband. If you're feeling it, push up and go for it.
I like that last statement. If you're feeling it, push up and go for it. That goes for both man and woman.
But Patience came back again.
Though?
Let me say, Patience came back again, and she says, "Okay, here's my take on intimacy. If it falls on both parties, but let's be clear, it doesn't always have to lead to sex.
Correct.
Intimacy has so many levels, and as a married couple, you have to know the correct love language for your mate.
That's so true.
So that when you take your time to be intimate with them, it is more than surface deep. There's that mental and emotional stimulation as well. Know how to speak to them without saying a word. Because it's written all over your face. You don't have to say. Oh, I'm sorry. Anyway,
you was all off beat.
I was off beat because it was too much of the instrumental part.
No, you still could have been on beat. But anyway, keep going.
But isn't it true that men are hunters and they like to hunt down their wives?
Yes.
Yes. However.
So we was listening to a video earlier today, and I even told Cody this just last night, and we even talked about this on Man Cave. We like to feel important. We want to feel desired. We also want to feel wanted as men, and a lot of women don't believe that. They feel, like you said, that men are the hunters and we should be going after them. We should be the ones, because we want it all the time, we should be the ones to initiate. But however, us men, I know me, I'll speak for myself personally, I can speak for everybody. I like to feel desired. I like to know that Cody wants me. I like for her to affirm that she wants me by physical contact, and by initiating, by showing me, you know what, I can initiate physical contact. I can hold my hand out.
More than
I can
beyond
cuddle with him. I can
holding his hand.
I can go and say, you know what, let me start to kiss him to say, you know, this is what it is.
Yeah.
I like that physical intimacy from my wife.
So do you think husbands and wives have a communication of when the need is there?
That's the thing. A lot of people are not communicating.
No, it's definitely not clear.
They're not communicating about when the need is there, for starters, or
what does that look like?
Or what does that look like?
Because a boner says I'm ready, but it could be I gotta pee. I mean, I don't know.
But you don't get that from a woman. What does it mean? I'm ready for.
That's
a woman?
what I'm asking. I'm trying to figure out. Has anyone figured that out?
And that's why I say a lot of couples aren't truly communicating. And you should communicate about intimacy, whether it be physical, mental, emotional, whatever, outside of the bedroom, to say, you know what does that look like for you, wife?
So I'll know
what does that look like
what
for you,
to pick
husband?
up on the cues, right?
Exactly.
It goes both ways.
Put that away. That's dangerous. Put that away.
Because in most cases, I can say more. In my case, anyway, a lot of times when I want to be physically intimate, I will say something or give hints or whatever the case is to my wife, Cody, and I will get rejected.
Of course, that's 90% of men.
But then that's 90% of the time. right?
And it's not.
We get rejected. So how do we know as men if we're supposed to be the initiators, if we're supposed to be the one? And not saying that we are supposed to be, but in a lot of women's minds, we're supposed to be. How are we supposed to know when the woman or the wife is ready? Like you said, you know when us as husbands ready because you can physically see that. Or we, we're the ones who are jumping on you to say.
Let me tell you what I've heard.
Okay, what have you heard? Let's talk about this. And before you said what you heard, the number is 803-692-6370 is the number, because we also want to hear from you, and we're also following you on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. So make your comments, because we want to know, what does physical or what does intimacy mean to you, as well as who should initiate intimacy in the marriage. Mr. Entertainment, what have you heard?
This is what I've heard. I've heard that men want it so much that it almost to the point where if I initiate it, you're going to always want it anyway. So you haven't left me any room to give you a chance to say I want you, because it's like you already thinking right now it's time. And every day goes by, she's thinking in her mind, here he comes. Oh my goodness.
But it's a false, and that's a false, what is it? False what? I can't think of the word right now. Yeah. But it's a myth to believe that men always want it. There are times where, we're tired.
Come on, Ty.
There are times. No. I'm being real. I'll admit specifically one time I won it. We tried the 30-day challenge. After about get out,
Thank you.
There are times when we don't want it.
There is never time.
Sick. He wants it.
You're right. That is, and you are. You are right. When I'm sick, I want it too. But there are times where I just don't feel like you right now, and I just don't want it. However, come back to me the next day, or come back to me 5 minutes from now, and it may be a different story.
I had just got out of surgery.
You don't want it is if you get caught off guard.
Right.
Like, I wasn't ready for that.
Exactly.
Like 5 minutes later, then you'll be ready. Oh my God.
And Mr. Entertainment said she was going to come in here too. But yes, for the most part, 99.9% of the time, stats, yes, we do want it. But there are times in which we may or may not.
There's a possibility. Give us a chance.
Right. It's physically possible.
1%.
It's possible. She says no way from the background.
Oh my goodness.
But yes, there is. So how do we know as men?
Yeah, I do want to know. Like, what do we
say?
What's your sign?
What is your sign to say, you know what, I'm ready? I will. Or because if you're not going to initiate as a woman, how are we supposed to know?
So this is what I've go ahead.
Okay, but so you take the flirtatious text, you take the kissing you on the cheek when you're whatever
that's
you're doing
normal, Cody. You don't get no kiss on the cheek. That's normal.
But I know that he not cheek, but I mean on his neck. The certain spots that I know are triggers.
Ask me when the last time I got kissed on the neck.
It's been a while.
Randomly. It's been over. Yeah. Continuing on. I'm sorry. And the flirtatious text and stuff. This is my thing about the flirtatious text.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
I know where you're going with that.
Go ahead.
So yes, I will
validate yourself.
I'll tell you on myself. There have been times when I've sent a flirtatious text because he knows my libido is midday.
Yeah.
Like I'm at work and I'm thinking about him, so I'll send him something. By the time I get home, my libido has dropped, and he's like, we've been gearing up for something.
I would be on her job on her lunch break.
Right, she midday with everybody else at work. Meanwhile, midday, I'm like, well, what am I supposed to do? Because I ain't with you. She with John, Jacob, Jiggerama Schmidt, and her libido is high level. They getting the benefit of the high level Cody.
How?
She may not necessarily be giving it. She ain't giving it to him, but she's giving
the smiles.
She gets the smile and
but
all of that energy.
And
all of that energy. However, when she comes home,
you hear his point,
the energy is gone. Like you said, the libido, the energy, the smile, all of that is gone. So when you come home, it's like, well, dang.
Let me share his point so you'll get it, right? So you see that smile? What he's saying is, through your text, they're seeing you like she has that glow. They don't know what it is, but it's that glow, and Cody is always happy.
Or we can even give you an even funnier story. This was about a couple of years ago. I think I was working from home that day. You were in the office. It's almost his ending time, and I sent him a flirtatious text by saying somebody go get some when they come home, not knowing he was in a conference room with other people, and they actually saw the text, the IM come through
with another guy. And it was just one. It was one other person, but I was sharing my screen. No, it was sharing my screen with another guy. It was a contractor, and he goes, And I said, "Oh, I'm so sorry." He was like, "Bruh, I understand. My wife does the same thing." And I'm going, "Yeah, but do you get it when you get home?"
But did you not get it?
Did I?
Yes, you did.
I did. We're gonna go with that story. We're gonna stick to it. I did. But I mean, you should. So there is ways. Like, you have to know who initiates the intimacy. And honestly, because believe it or not, we do have a listener who says, and this is a guy who says he believes husbands should initiate.
Right, because there's chances that we'll get it. Because my wife don't like to reject me, which is so great. I love that about her. Now I will give her that.
That is beautiful.
So she'll hunt, she'll grunt and all that, but she'll be like, "Look, I don't care."
This is what he says. He says, "Husbands, we leave to cleave. Implicit in the cleaving is the obligation to first pursue. The pursuit is the foundation of intimacy. What you discover about your wife, you use to fuel intimacy." Thank you, DCarl 63091. Shannon R. Sims also says the husband and the wife are equally responsible for continuing to pursue each other.
Well, that'll be once a year. And I'm not waiting.
But I mean, because it's the question, that you must ask. Who actually initiates intimacy? Again, whether that be physical, emotional, mentally, or spiritually. Because you should, I think, because we are
But do you think
men,
that's something that should be taught? Because what if, like, some women feel like, you know what, that's not my lane. Like, I don't know what to do or how to act or whatever. I just want to be me.
It's interesting you say that, because in the video that we were watching today, the sex therapist said,
"Get over it,
ladies. It's okay. You will eventually get over the initial embarrassment."
Okay.
And she used the term embarrassment, which I thought was extremely
Some women
funny,
are modest,
because some of us think that it's embarrassing, especially if there have been times when you've done it in the past and you've made a complete fool of yourself.
Listen.
However, she did say, get up and try it again, because the more often you do it, it's just like anything else. The better you get at it.
You get better at it. Exactly.
Practice make perfect.
Exactly.
So if you throw up, listen, we'll clean it up.
Or if you fall, then you get back up and you try it again. Exactly. And you have to, think of different ways to do it as well.
I love this show. Y'all funny.
I'm just saying, if you fall, you get up.
Yes, I have fallen in the past.
Oh, I never forget my wife tried to wear those high heels. Dude, that was so funny.
But she fell after the fact. And I was like, wait, what's that got to do with the now? Yeah. So
and it completely took me out the mood.
It completely took out the mood from then on. Yes. So is it true, Cody, that women usually like for men to take charge because of the old-fashioned sense of, think of it, like you said, men are hunters, and the cavemen, they used to club the women over the head, and that was their way of initiation. Club you over the head, drag you, because we about to go get it on.
I think so, because to your point, like you said, we too, no different than husbands, we too want to feel desired. So it was interesting to hear you say that, because I don't think I ever thought of it in that manner, because I always think that men always feel desired, because there's a plethora of women who are always trying to get men's attention.
Yes, but if we are to be true, or we're only supposed to have eyes for our wife, and then
this is true,
and because I'll say, no, there are not a ton of women beating down my door, to say, hey, but so it matters to me when my wife says, I find you attractive, or you smell good today, or you look attractive today, or yes, you did, and what was the comment I made after that? But go ahead, Mr. Entertainment.
I was getting ready to say, because I brought this up in Man Cave. I know what goes on in Man Cave stays in Man Cave, but I had to bring this up because there comes a time where women, and you said it, women know that other women are after men. But what if your husband or your significant mate only put that energy towards you? Would that be overwhelming, or is it like, what, I wish you would cater that energy somewhere else? But you can easily remember back in the day, there was the Black Book, there was all these this, that, and the third with Judy, Jill, Jane, and all of that. But now it's like, what, I'm married, I'm giving you everything that I used to have a woman for each one of these things for. Now it's putting that on one person. Is that too much to bear?
I think it's dependent upon the frequency of it. If it's consistent, and I can only speak for myself, sometimes that is overbearing. Like, I can't meet the appetite as frequent as I used to, and that sometimes is concerning for a woman if we can't feel like we can measure up.
So
or meet the expectation.
So you feel like, and you're speaking for you, I guess. I don't know if you're speaking for all women.
For me.
So you do feel like it may be possible too much pressure for a guy, specifically your husband, me, to always be, oh babe, I want to touch, I want to feel, I want to hug, I want to kiss, I want to this, that, and the third.
At times, it can be overwhelming.
Ladies, we want to know. We want to know, is what Cody is saying actually true for you as well? Because if that's the case, then I think, like I said earlier, the conversation needs to be had outside of the bedroom. Because when we approach you all and you all continue to reject because you're feeling overwhelmed, not because I got the headache, not because I'm tired, but you're truly feeling overwhelmed, and you've been coming at me, then I think us as husbands, we should know that. And that way, one, we'll back off with the initiation, and that also puts the ball in your court to give your time together, yourself together, but also to let us know when you are ready, because you have to let us know when you are ready to do what you need to do.
I have a question. Outside of libido, what creates the desire? You see what I'm saying? Is it the physical? Is it the spiritual? Is it that, because I know what creates it for me as a man. It don't have anything to do with what's downstairs. It's like Ty said, it's the physical attraction, it's the spiritual, it's what you do, it's how you carry yourself. Oh, see, we're saying the same thing, so I just know. But do women see the same thing in their husband? And
I believe it's the same.
But I don't. But it's hard to see how it translates over, though. You see what I'm saying? I guess what we're trying to say is, how do women translate that energy, that body language, to a overall thing? I couldn't think of the word.
I know what you're saying,
it's
but
so hard.
I don't know, Cody, like, how does that translate to you?
Yeah, I don't.
So like when since I know how you look at him, but it's so great. Like, I like it because he don't see it sometimes, but the look is there. But then it's like the attraction, that's my husband. What do I see? Do I see the man that works, that provides and take care of the bills, that keeps a roof over my head? Or is it the man that, the father of my kids, or what I'm trying to say, and the one that gives me pleasure, blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so outside of the libido, go ahead.
I think it's tied to the woman's love language, one, but two, for me it is seeing him in his element, which is this, and anything that he creatively put his mind towards, that is a turn on for me.
Got you.
Sounds weird, I know, but it is, because of when we first met, I would tell him all the time, "You're brilliant," just because of some of the things and ideas that he would come up with. However,
no longer brilliant. You know what you said when we first met. But go ahead.
I got it now. It's making sense now.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So let me ask you this then. So is it good when he does it alone, or when he includes you in it? And then let's say, for example, you guys were doing a project and you had your papers out and he's doing his thing and you're like, "Oh God, baby, you're so smart." And then you like jump on his back. Yes. To me, that would be the moment.
It's when he's doing it alone.
And a lot of times when I'm in my creative element, I am alone and she's not even there. So she truly doesn't even see. For instance, I'm in the process of writing some stuff.
I didn't think about that.
I'm in the process of writing some stuff. So she's not there to see what I'm doing. When I'm studying for couples, or when I'm studying for the show or things like that, she doesn't see those things.
That's true.
So a lot of times I don't get that. And I get the rejection a lot of the time. So, and that's what's the frustrating part. But then I also look at the rejection, because we have to talk about the rejection for a quick second. For the simple fact that, because rejection can actually lead to something that you may not truly want in the first place.
That's true. Very
if you
true.
reject enough, and this is just men or women, if you reject enough, eventually that person is going to stop trying to initiate.
Absolutely.
And then you're getting, after a while, then you're getting the silent treatment, you're getting the attitudes, or in worst case scenarios, if they're not initiating with you, who else are they possibly initiating with that is saying, you know what? I will go ahead and give you some. I will go ahead and talk to you. I will go ahead and mentally stimulate you. I will go ahead and touch you. I will go ahead and meet you on those levels that you need to be met, because your wife or your husband is not meeting them for you.
And that's a good point. But I also say, when you take a look at those on the outside, they don't have the investment or have put in the work that is required of a marriage in totality, right? So to Suzanne's point, she said if she doesn't get enough rest days at a time, she gets cranky and don't want it. Right. And I completely agree and definitely understand that when a person on the outside, they're not putting in no work.
Right. Agreed. And that's why I said you need to communicate, and you need to be open and honest with one another, and not just say every time I'm tired, I'm cranky, and so on and so forth. But you need to be open and honest and say, you know what, tonight, I got you tomorrow, or I got you 2 days from now, or I'll make sure that I got it special for you. Because again, it's not the person on the outside that's looking, it's the person on the inside looking outside to get what they're not getting on the inside.
Yeah.
So it's the person, it's the wife, it's the husband saying, you know what, let me go over here and meet with Sally, let me go over here and meet with Jill or John or whatever, because I can get this quick fix from John, I can get this quick fix from Jill, and and then I can go back to my wife and she'll be none the wiser. I can go back to my husband and he'll be none the wiser, because now he or she has been rejecting me, and now I have to go find what I need elsewhere.
And because I know how I am and my makeup, and the fact that in the evenings I'm just dog dead tired, there has been times when I will text him midday and be like, meet me at room such and such.
Oh yeah.
And we get it in.
Listen, I had to block that one out. So
dog, man. Or Suzanne hit this one up, man, because this one was another one that Suzanne just said, and I have to mentally block Suzanne out because that's my cousin. But she says, I believe in greeting him at the door with a tie and heels on. That's nothing else but fresh, clean.
I love that idea.
Sheesh.
Yeah, so you have to be creative when it comes to being intimate. And fellas, we too can be creative. It's not because women just don't want us to say roll over, let's just jump on you and keep it moving. Because like Cody just said, she likes to feel desired. She likes for us, to be able to speak her love language, which gets her in the mood or gets her energy going to do what she needs to do.
So then, do all the moments have to be quality then?
For him, yes.
You see what I'm saying? Because now it's like, okay, because my wife says it. You hear, you doing too much. Like, I don't need all that. I talked to another wife, and I was like, she was like, look, I gotta go to work in the morning. He got a few minutes. When my eyes hit that, my head hit that pillow, and my eyes sleep.
Yes.
I was like, so I'm sitting here like, and this is a woman that I love, and it's like, oh my God, to hear you say that, it's normal across the board. But a pastor friend of mine said these exact words, and this is to all the ladies in the world that are listening to my voice. Ladies, do not make your husband fight a battle that he is not willing to fight. He has enough on his plate fighting against the powers that be, and all the other things that's going on around him. And for him to come home and have to fight another whole battle in which he can't win, because number one, it involves his blood pressure and all the other things that go on in his life. Give him what he needs, not what he wants. Give him what he needs. And I'm just going to leave it at that.
Thank you for sharing that.
Give him what he needs.
Because it is a need. I've had to do some research and some reading and truly understand that to release, it's a need. And I really
no joke.
Did not understand that, but now I do.
I don't think a lot of women understand.
And he told me that. I was like, it hit me like a ton of bricks.
I've heard. We had, remember, right after a show we did a couple weeks ago, we had someone in the studio who said the exact same thing, and that came from a female pastor.
Give him what he needs.
Give him what he needs. He should not have to sit there and beg and plead. First of all,
from his own wife.
First of all,
that's pretty
if we go there from a pastor's point of view, we can just say it's in the Bible. 1 Corinthians 7:3-5. And let me read it for you right quick, just so you know that it's no. Because some people go, truly, is that in the Bible? And it says, let the husband render to his wife the affection due to her. And likewise, Also, the wife to her husband. The wife does not have authority over her own body, but the husband does. And likewise, the husband does not have authority over his own body, but the wife does. Do not deprive one another except with consent for a time, that you may give yourselves to fasting and prayer, and come together again, so that Satan does not tempt you because of your lack of self-control. We are humans. We got lack of self-control. Satan will tempt us to do other, or give our attention
to the computer,
to other people. Arnold Palmer, to other people. I call her Palmelina. Other people, other things.
TMI, both of you.
We didn't say what it was. We just called it by its name. But yeah, you get tempted. So, your body is not your own. Your body belongs to your spouse. So why not just give your spouse what it is that they want, or what it is that they need in the first place? Men are givers, as we talked about earlier. So the initiation process, people, it's the initiation process. Are you actually initiating as a wife? Are you actually initiating as a husband? You have to take the time to initiate, because it is what is needed in your actual marriage. It is important to go ahead and initiate to your spouse. Cause you like you about to say something about the beating.
I'm not gonna say anything. I just,
because we all like to feel desired. So it's important for your spouse to feel desired. Women, husbands want to feel desired. Husbands, wives also want to feel more than something than just a sex object.
Absolutely.
So, ladies and gents, let's make sure we're, clean cut and ready to receive and give.
You ain't gotta shave your legs and
we don't care
all
about that.
Listen,
we don't care.
But
Husbands
I think for
don't care.
women, well, at least for me, that's important for me to feel presentable.
You be shaving your legs every night.
See, and there goes that point exactly. Too much. You doing too much.
Put stockings on. Let's get it. A Band-Aid or something. Yeah, what
you know what?
My thing is, if you believe your spouse needs sex or needs intimacy in some form or fashion, then you should initiate. Whether that be however it is, if you believe your spouse needs that intimacy, then you should initiate. Husbands and wives. I'm not fooling with Cody right now. We are getting ready to go home, get off this air, and be intimate. No, just... Yo, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. It is the Ty and Cody on Purpose show each and every Monday here on WB&D Radio, Facebook Live, Instagram, Twitter from 8 to 9 p.m. We appreciate y'all's comments. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Don't forget, share this video with your family, with your friends, and we will see you all in 2 weeks, because Cody and I are on vacation next week. We love y'all. We'll see y'all next later. Peace. I was about to say next week. Facebook family. We appreciate y'all's comments. Thank you, Suzanne, Rochelle, Dana, Black. I saw y'all out there making comments and everything. We appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Don't forget, you can share this video with your family. You can share this video with your friends. And we will see y'all when we see y'all. But we love y'all. We appreciate y'all, because we could not do this without you. The Ty and Cody on Purpose show, where we say live purposefully
and love purposefully.
I forgot to say that earlier. Peace.
Peace.